Be ready for the first bronze medal contest for women under 63 kilo.
מוכנים לקרב הראשון על מדליית העברת נשים על 63 קילוגרם.
Very big welcome back to day 2 here at the 2022 Tel Aviv Judo Grand Slam. The capital city of Israel once again plays host to this amazing tournament and placed with action and drama. I can tell you we've seen plenty of that. With its old and new architecture, Tel Aviv is the perfect city, I can tell you now, to host this unique event. France, well in the lead with the medals after day 1 with 3 gold medals, but Israel are hot on their heels. Here on day 2, we have the middleweights, and we're going to join the final block, all medal matches. And joining me and introducing these medal matches is my co-commentator, Sheldon Franco Rooks.
Good afternoon, Neil, and good afternoon to everyone at home. The first of the bronze medal matches features Ozbash Sofi of Hungary. She goes up against Nadia Simeoli of Italy. This is in the under 63 kilo category. It'll be Ozbash in the white judogi, Simeoli in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is John Ordonez of Colombia.
Well, the atmosphere in here, I can tell you, is absolutely electric. We've used that a few times, but I can only say that because it's right the way up into the rafters. Every time that you hear an Israeli fighter coming on, you're going to hear the place erupt. But they do appreciate judo, and they're absolutely loving this event.
Both of these fighters have lost once today. That's put them into this bronze medal contest. As far as Ozbash was concerned, that was in the quarter-final.
Yeah, I thought Ozbash was going to go the whole way. She
lost out to Manon de Kata of France, and Simeoli lost in the semi-final to Gemma Howell of Great Britain.
Oh, that's a good switch there. Wazari straight away to Ozbash. That was a really good switch. Ouchigari as well, and it was an attempt there by Simeoli of Italy, and it went terribly wrong for her. So in the opening seconds there, she manages to turn, change the direction. Watch Simeoli, she goes in for a Kosoto there, but it was a reaping action on the inside leg there that gets the Wazari score for Ozbash.
That over-the-head camera gave us a much better view of the speed with which she reacted to that.
Yeah, a lot of it is feel, isn't it? In the hands there, you've got to take your opponent's weight and body and momentum against them if you can, and that's what makes it easier. When you've got to put all your strength into it, it makes it hard, but that was what that was all about. So anyway, Wazari on the board. 2 Wazaris make an ippon. You can get a straight ippon, of course, if you throw them flat on their back with force.
Second stab on the ground for Ozbash. Lost out the first time round, but having a good go here.
If she gets that leg out now, she needs to get the leg out to get a hold down. And without a score on the board, you've got to hold your opponent down without any contact with the legs for 20 seconds. But if you've got a score on the board, it's only 10 seconds to get a second Wazari. Really going to work here, isn't she, Ozbash? She's coming up to the halfway mark. Simeoli hasn't really got going. She's looking for either an arm lock or a strangle. Arm lock here. She's after the Juji Gatami. And yeah, good defense there, wasn't it? Just pushing against the leg there, just manages to keep control of the arm. If you straighten the arm, and then you get a submission. You can do it with a bent arm as well, put a pressure against the joint, and then you can get a submission from your opponent, and you can also strangle or choke them for a submission.
Odd little moment here as Osbash has had to go off to get treatment for maybe just a cut to the lip or something, and Simeoli has the opportunity now to gather herself. She's Wazari down, and when she looks at the scoreboard, not only will she see she's Wazari down, but half the contest has gone.
Yeah, well, half the contest, and it's a lonely old place out there in the middle. It really is. It's two ways of thinking about it. I mean, you're thinking, well, what can I do here? As soon as she comes up and I grip up, I'm going to attack, which normally happens, but it works the other way as well. The person that's gone off had a little bit of attention. You get a chance to regroup your mind, and you say to yourself, okay, got to change my tactics here. And it's one of the reasons actually that we see a lot of scores on the restarting of a contest.
Yeah, a lot to think about as your opponent is off the mat. We normally think about the one that we can still see because sometimes the camera focuses on them or whatever, but the same goes for the one who's gone off for the treatment. You know, are they concerned about their injury or their knock or whatever it is that they're being treated for, or have they got enough time to take in the situation, look at the scoreboard themselves and prepare for their return?
Well, this is it, and watch this now. They'll come straight in, take a grip, and then in for the attack. So Osbaz, she is well ahead here, but you can't, it's a lot of the contest still to come, so she can't rest on her laurels here. And also, if you get, you can get penalised as well. You get shidos. For the non-judoka out there watching this, you can get little penalties, 3 penalties, and it's all over. And you can get that for not attacking at the right time, stepping outside that yellow area there. That's our ring, so you've got to stay within that.
She's come back with 2 attacks here, Simeoli, since Osbash returned to the mat.
She realises she's got to take the fight to Osbas or it's gone, and now starting to go to work. Wow, my knee just, I felt that in my knee then. It looked a bit awkward as they went down to the ground there. No elevation, no lift. 1 minute 17, and Osbas must do something here. Gets a shido on the board. 3 shidos, it's all over, so she can't afford another one. And that wasn't that far off, was it now, from Simeoli?
Careful.
And that should be mate now.
I was going to say with the neck crank.
Yeah, that should be mate. It should have been mate a bit quicker, I think. There's a lot of talk about that, hasn't there? You know, the Kata Sangaku with the arms there, and if it starts to go upwards and the neck starts to bend, you've got to mate it.
A little over half a minute left to go. This is a good position now for Osbash, just to burn some of the seconds that are left on the clock.
Yeah, it looked as if she was going to roll all over this contest, but she gave Simeoli a chance to come back, and she's not finished yet, Simeoli. She's going to make a dash for it. So watch the rush. Simeoli will come forward.
That was a cut to the lip then. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say either that or she's grown a moustache since she's been up there, but I don't think so. Oh, but you know, it does look like that, doesn't it? And she's had a plaster put on there, and we've seen noses being taped up today, haven't we, because of blood. You know, you can't allow blood. Actually, you can only have 2 stoppages with blood from the same cut, and then on the 3rd time, it's the contest is void. So that's why they have all these plasters and different things. It must feel strange to her, though. Here she goes. Simeoli going to work now. 16 seconds left. And,
yeah.
oh, was it? She got it. Second was Ari, and that little Kouchi there took her down onto her side. And if you land on your side, 90-degree angle, it's got to be 90. Anything less, it won't score. Have they given it? I think they might have.
Just want to have a look.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about the landing, but we couldn't see it from here.
I like it from what I've seen so far.
Yeah, it kind of did, didn't it? It looked 90 degrees. See it from the top end here. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think 90 degrees. I think the Wazari will stick, which will make it two Wazaris. Wazari Awazeti upon.
Kouchigaki.
Took the inside leg.
Yeah. No, decided against it.
Not quite.
All right,
so it wasn't quite the 90 degrees. They've let it carry on. Well, I'm glad. Actually, I've got to say, I'm really glad that they're sticking with that and making it hard, you know, so that anybody out there realises they've got to pull on that sleeve there in order to get them onto their side or on their back. Ozbaz wins the bronze medal. First medal of this second day of competition in this final block, second final block, and one medal to Hungary.
Representing Hungary, Sophie.
Good job from her today, it really was.
Congratulations, second medal in a Grand Slam.
There was the switch there, and certainly the Italian went for a technique there. Ozbaz just turned on it, rotated. Whole top half rotates, but look at the reaping action of the leg as well. There's the reaping action of the leg, and control with the hands as well, especially the sleeve hand. Good opportune stuff. We can see it from lots of different angles here. Really nice change of direction. Well-deserved bronze medal for Ozbaz of Hungary. So who's going to join her on that rostrum here?
Well, we've got a second bronze medal contest coming up now. Catherine Beauchemin-Pinard of Canada goes up against Manon de Keta of France. It'll be Beauchemin-Pinard in the white judogi, de Keta in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Heather Lutjens of Belgium.
Well, Beauchemin-Pinard has the higher world ranking. Here she is, representing Canada, and very experienced Beauchemin-Pinard. Her opponent, lower world ranking, de Keta of France, but she's 1-0 up on the head-to-heads. So they've met once before, and it's normally on the Grand Prix Grand Slam. These statistics come from the Grand Prix Grand Slam tournaments, so it's on the world circuit, and it's to get their world rankings up not long before we go into two-year qualification up to the Olympic Games, and then it's all about getting points, getting a higher world ranking and a higher seeding in the Olympics. So started at pace here. Seen quite a lot of matches coming off the sleeves. Look at how de Keta is backing Beauchemin-Pinard up. Trying to get her to make a mistake on the edge, get her penalised. But what we want to see is big throws and good transition from standing down to ground. Drop Sianagi there. Trying to lock the legs off here. This particular move is what we call Sangaku Jimmy, and it's all about crossing the legs over, but you need a head and an arm in. Can't just go around the head. But what it does, it applies pressure to the side of the neck, and you can get submission from it.
Thought about that little sit-down Kataguruma. Got the shoulder going towards it, but Beauchemin Pinard blocked that. And then there was nothing coming from the exchange on the ground. A little over half the contest still to come.
Sometimes it looks as if they're pecking away at the jackets here, but remember, the one that takes the dominant grip and is then able to attack. Oh, that was a nice change of direction there for the Sangaku. Is she going to bring her back? I think she is. If she can wrap that arm up, then she's going to try and get the leg out. The leg is preventing the seconds being ticked away. And now she's going to go up, try and pull the arm out.
Try and throw the right leg over and then go for the arm completely, but she's still interested in the Osai Waza.
A lot of energy there, Sheldon, expended. You know, when you're trying something on the ground there comes a time when you've got to say, I'm going to abandon this, otherwise I'm not going to have any forearms at the second part of this contest. First thing to go in a judo contest are the forearms, you know, and the hands, the grips. Lactic acid, I've had it where my lactic acid in my forearms, I can't grip anything or can't even put my hands together.
Minute left to go. Penalty free as well. Left-sided Seonagi effort from Beauchemin Pinard that Kata is able to defend successfully.
She had good control there, didn't she, with the arm? She wasn't going to let go of that. She was having about 3 or 4 stabs at the Seonagi. Very low shoulder throw. Oh, now then she left her arm out. That arm is out.
Yeah,
she had to submit. That was a mistake, wasn't it? It was just a mistake. Dekata was waiting for that arm, and she was on it. That transition was exactly what I was talking about there. Well, she'll look at that. She'll be really angry with herself there. It was I'm not saying it was a mistake. You know, it was one of those that, wasn't it? She just left the arm out for a split second. Dekata was on it.
Yeah, and you want to try to, you know, the temptation is to try and defend against that, but it was a poor position, and once she started applying that, there was only one thing that was going to happen. Well, there were going to be 2 things. One, Beauchemin Pinard was going to have to tap, and the second thing was she was going to be in some degree of discomfort.
Yeah, I mean, the pressure goes against the elbow joint, like I say, whether it's a straight arm or a bent arm. Have a look how she went in here, and Beauchemin Pinard did everything right there, but look at the arm. The arm's there, and, well, she kept hold of the sleeve there. Dekata, got a credit to her. She kept hold of the sleeve, and she said, right, I'm not letting go of this. There's the initial movement. She's still got the end of the sleeve there. Dekata falls on it and then starts to pull the wrist towards her, putting pressure on the joint. Face says it all there. See it from a different angle here. Look how the arm is out straight. Sometimes you get the chance just to pull that arm in and defend it. Once you get the arm in, you can, well, you have a chance of defending it. Of course, there are different roles and different ways to take the arm out. Look at that, she's still got the end of the sleeve. Hips then go in towards the mat, and it's all over. So no medal for Canada this time, but another medal for France.
Coming up next, we've got the final of the under 63 kilo category. Horikawa Megumi of Japan goes up against Gemma Howell of Great Britain. It will be Horikawa in the white judogi, Howell in blue. The referee in the middle for this one will be Leidson Godoy of Brazil.
I think Gemma Howell will be looking forward to getting out there against Horikawa and really giving it a blast. First ever Grand Slam final. Gemma Howell. And she's going to take this now. Take her big chance and really go for it.
Yeah, I think she's picked up 3 bronze medals in Grand Slams, but never in a Grand Slam final. Back at 63, better weight for her, I think.
I agree with you, and she'll say so as well, I'm sure. Horikawa of Japan then is in white here. Howell of Great Britain is in blue. Have to be careful with the transition, the newaza situation, especially with Horikawa. Horikawa will be on her very, very quickly, transitioning from standing down to ground.
Luckily for Howell, her own newaza is pretty sharp.
Yeah, it's strong, so you know, it's a great opportunity for her if she gets in the situation to really give it to Horikawa and give her as good as she would get. On the sleeves at the moment, neither one able to fully rotate round. Well, I suspect they're going to get a Shido apiece in a second. Now this is where she really needs to attack. Ideal opportunity. Newaza people do not like people on their back. They're very seldom getting to those positions, but when you do get it,
make the most of it.
Well, yeah, you don't like it. It's horrible. I was a prime one for that. Didn't like it. Like to dominate, but didn't like it the other way around. It's as if you can say to them, how dare you? How dare you?
Yeah, but he can't let that go on for too long.
No, I'm sorry, this is Shido now for me.
Just as we say it?
There it is, yeah. I mean, it was too long. It's probably, I mean, it's gone 2 minutes now. They haven't really attacked. All the judoka out there will realise why. Of course, it's all to do with the gripping strategies here, and you've got to grip the Japanese hard because they will absolutely destroy you if they control. Well, for me, she walked out there, Horikawa. I don't think that was a big attack by Howell, was it? She gets away with that, but I think she backed out there. See, that's what they've got to be careful of now with the new gripping laws. You know, you grip somebody and push them away, you're in for a penalty if you're not careful. So it's got to be all positive. It has to be, you've got to grip up, you've got to be ready for an attacking situation.
Pity that Gemma Howell couldn't get the lower half of the body turned a little bit better. She had a good top half, shoulder was in, but just couldn't get the lower half of the body. in the right spot.
Oh, well, we saw her do that a couple of times, didn't we, in the prelims? That Osodagari there from the Japanese, but this is it now. She's got to really mean this now. Gemma Howell, take the fight to her on the ground. She won't like it. And very unusual, isn't it, to see a Japanese just lying there, waiting for it.
Yeah, it's a little bit different when you've got someone that fancies their chances on the ground, and they give every indication that they know what they're doing. So strong attacks on the ground from Howell that have made Horikawa, really defend.
2 Shidos apiece. They're not hooking up as they should, and so they've both received 2 penalties. One more and it's going to be all over. So now, who's going to be putting the work in? Gemma Howell goes for it. Doesn't want to know, does she, down there, really? Horikawa.
Yeah, hasn't shown a lot.
Jamie Johnson there in the coach's chair. Gemma Howell gets the 3rd Shido for grabbing the leg. Well, I must have missed it, but we're going to have a look at it back anyway. So 3rd Shido goes to Gemma Howell. She gets a silver medal. Horikawa wins by default. Not what we wanted to see on our first final of the day.
Horikawa remained standing up whilst Gemma Howell was on her knees. Hadn't entered into near-waza, so Horikawa could still legitimately attack, and then Gemma Howell started to use the arm and hand to block. There you go.
Absolutely, there it is.
Yeah.
Well, it's big enough, isn't it, that leg grab?
Yeah, all over it.
I think so, yeah. I don't think you could really moan about that one. I mean, it was still in standing. Elbows hadn't gone to floor,
yeah.
So it was still in play. Everything was still in play. All over. So gold medal to Horikawa. Silver medal to Gemma Howell of Great Britain.
Yeah, as Neil was saying, it's not the way we would have wanted to see that contest come to an end, but that happens from time to time. A 3rd penalty picked up by Gemma Howell, but it is a first Grand Slam final for her, so good news for her. We come now to the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 73 kilo category. Igor Vantka of Germany goes up against Jansei Smagolov of Kazakhstan. It's Vantka in the white judogi, Smagolov in blue. Referee in the middle for this one is Ofer Ben-Zvi of Israel.
Well, I think I know we got the round of applause there.
Well, that was so obvious, it was funny. It was a bigger cheer for Ofer Ben-Zvi than the 2 fighters.
Well, I told you that any time that anybody flinches here from the home country, you get a big round of applause. In this case, it was the referee. He'll be really pleased about that. We were working out this morning and said he was really looking forward to getting out here. Vantka against Smagolov. They've never fought each other in major tournaments. Bronze medal at stake here in the under 73 kilos category. See how he pulls away to break a grip off. You've got to be seen to be going forward straight afterwards as well. Can't just pull away and then leave it. It's got to be of a positive movement rather than a negative one. Strong gripping on the sleeves again. Watch this right arm here of Smagolov going over the top.
Lucky just to have held onto the sleeve.
Yeah, it was a drop. That was a drop, wasn't it? It definitely was. Just dropping, no rotation, no control with the hands, and he might just get a Shido there.
Didn't get away with it. He did drop.
Well, we saw him get a couple of them in the earlier rounds and just panic sometimes, Vanka. It makes you wonder why. He's strong and he has everything there and he can steal matches, but needs to just keep his cool. Does panic if he can't get the grip that he wants. Well, they're going to have to go for it. I'm afraid they are pulling away a lot. They're going to get Shido in a minute, and that will be 2 up to Vanka because they're not engaging. So the coach is only allowed to shout advice on the mates, not during the fight. Second penalty up there for Vanka, just off the pace here. Oh, good attack there. Smagolov. Just climbing on top of this match. Saying that, we've seen that happen as before, and Vanka worked his way back into it. It's a real fighter, Vanka. Just being beaten to the attack every time, and he can feel it, you can see it there, head down a little bit. Realises that he's got to do something, doesn't he, the German?
Yeah, it's not the first time we've seen him racking up the penalties either.
That's what I say. We've seen it a couple of times, haven't we, in the prelims and on the way up here, and he kind of falls behind, but then sometimes he kind of digs in. He's a dig-in fighter.
Well, this is his 5th contest, and he's up to 7 penalties, including the 2 in this one, so...
Yeah, that's a good statistic, actually. If you're looking at that kind of statistic and you think, and your coach, you go, right, there's a pattern here and you've got to break the pattern. It means that you've got to attack more often, and it means that you've got to be more proactive rather than reactive, which is what happens a lot. Only when he's in trouble does he start to be proactive, and that wasn't far off. Good Sianagi there from Smagolov. Really low shoulder throw. Watch this. Right the way underneath there. Vanka goes up, but lands just off. It's all over then. 3rd Shido there goes to Vanka. And Smagolov wins by default.
Yeah, Igor Vanka not really coming to the party there. Smagolov happy to take it on the back of 3 Shidos. Not going to turn that down, are you?
It was good tactics, wasn't it? Smugglov really just realised all the way through the fight that he just needed to attack at the right time. And I think if I was fighting Vanka, I'd know that he was prone to defending and try and, you just rack up exactly what Smugglov did here.
Close him down, keep up your own tempo, your own few attacks, and
you know you're going to win in the end, don't you?
Let Igor Vanka make the errors.
The highlights of this contest on the screen.
We've got a second bronze medal contest in the under 73 kilo category coming up. And this is Giovanni Esposito of Italy. He's going up against local favourite Toha Butbul of Israel. It'll be Esposito in the white judogi, Butbul in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Everardo Garcia of Mexico.
Not too much between these two on the world rankings. One at 20, one at 18. As I said before, the world rankings, they're important, but not so important at this stage of the world tour. In about 7-8 months' time, it's going to be 2 years to the Olympics, and then every point counts. What it does do, it ensures that you have a higher world ranking and a better seeding going into the next event, which does make a difference. Well, there's a sea of blue and white flags out there. Great support here for Butbul, as you would expect. Esposito realises that. He's fighting the crowd as well. No good just pulling up, got to do something from it. So posturing isn't enough. Butbul has some really good techniques. The whole Israeli team all looking to throw for Ippon, and I think that is credit to their coaching staff. Oren Smadja, the team manager, saw him there. Former Olympic silver medalist himself. He was the first Olympic silver medalist for men in Israel. Great man and great judoka. Now doing a great job here now. Can he get, well, he was looking for the arm there and the turnover, I think, but Butbul. See an Aggie there from Esposito. Sometimes you can just be off the pace. So you need to make sure that you are the one that grips up and attacks. Doesn't always need to be the strongest attacks either, as long as they are counted as an attack. Oh, now then, that's going to be a score. Wazari scored. And again, that's the second time we've seen him do that. Butbul drops down for the Yoko Otoshi. And what happens is, he has it looks like he has a small delay, but he drives and carries on driving. And the second little stab there is what scores.
Crowd on their feet now. Sense another medal for Israel here.
threw him onto his side for the score. Take no prisoners, do they, this crowd? There's the movement. Yeah, whatever you do, don't make a mistake here. Well, there was a Shido there for Butbull. Something to do with the gripping strategy that he had here. A lot less gripping infringements now that we've got a bit more freedom with the grips. Actually, the only ones we've seen are the fingers inside the jacket, aren't they?
True. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah. Yeah, the athletes have been working really well with, once they settle on a grip, they attack really quickly. Didn't look that clever, did it? That last attack.
No, these are small panic attacks, aren't they? Especially into the last minute here. Watch Esposito come forwards.
50 seconds left to go here. Picked up a second penalty. Can't afford another.
No, he can't, and it would go against the rule of play here, and he's on the edge. That was a drop. Just about. He'll get away with it because of that, but that, for me, if it had just killed that dead there, that would have been the third penalty. Has he got the arm? He's got the arm out there, but it's bent. Trying to get the submission.
She won't let him go now.
Just about going to get away with that. He cannot afford to do anything stupid here now. Orange Smadji there, just saying, I'm sorry, I was a bit loud, a bit vocal. Well, that's the third Shido. Now, I'm sorry, there's 11 seconds to go. He's got away with it again.
Oh, and that was direct. Oh, no, that's gone now.
Now, you've got to say, I'm sorry, but
away.
that is thrown away, isn't it? Esposito's going to win this.
Yeah.
He's going to throw that away. Oh, no.
Right, Esposito is not happy with it, and you can kind of see why. Butbull really flirted with those false attacks. He got the benefit of the doubt, and for the third time picks up a bronze medal in Tel Aviv. Esposito still shaking his head about it.
From a judo perspective, of course, Butbull was the winner. Those last three drops could be questioned, couldn't they? I'm so sorry, but well, I'm not going to comment about it because I'll get into trouble.
Don't. I like to say there's a save, but I think I'm going to have to say there's a new one. There's a steal. Because Butbull went in 2 or 3 times that were a little bit close to the edge.
There was the score, good score. Right the way underneath the armpit, drives off to the side, look at that. Clearly a Wazari scored.
Congratulations, this is
Crowd are happy.
6 in a Grand Slam for Butbull.
3 bronze medals here in Israel now for what I like to call the nearly man, because he's there or thereabouts, but he's never made it to the final or take the gold medal. You know, he's always around.
Yeah, well, I think his world ranking as well at 18. It's pretty consistent there on the world tour. One of the things that you've got to remember is that in that last minute you change the tempo, or if you start flopping and dropping and running away, you can pay a big penalty. Very fortunate there to get away with it.
We come now to the final of the under 73 kilo category. Hidayet Hidarov of Azerbaijan goes up against Obidkon Numonov of Uzbekistan. It's Hidarov in the white judogi, Numonov in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Liao Chun Chiang of Chinese Taipei.
Hyderov, before the last Olympic Games, went up into under 81 kilograms because his fellow countryman Orozhov was the #1 choice, but then he dropped down, back down into the under 73s. He said he's never going to change it again. He's always going to fight at 73s, and he's worked his way back up to #8 in the world. Nomanov, new into a Grand Slam final. Here he is, and he's going to take the chance. I tell you, his world ranking of 66 is definitely going to change after this event. Massive points for Grand Slam gold and silver medals, and bronze medals as well. Hyderov in white.
That's the favourite.
Very clever. He's had some good matches today, Hyderov, and he is very tactically astute, got good technique as well, but this should be a good final.
And at the moment, his biggest rival, Rustam Orozhov, is the furthest thing from his mind.
Yeah,
and that's the best thing for him.
It's who he can beat, isn't it, internationally, not necessarily his own teammate.
Well, the problem for him is he's been focusing on the wrong thing. Been focusing on what's happening with Rustam Orozhov. Best thing, get it out of your head. Look at the people that are in front of you.
Uchimata here from Nomanov. Great, Ilyas Iliadis doing a great job with the Uzbek team. There he is. Just in the gym with him this morning, and what a great athlete, still there. He can still do it, I tell you. Right against left. Saying that, and then he suddenly goes right there, doesn't he? He's going right and left there. Oh! Well, I'm not so sure. Did his hands touch the ground there? I'm not sure.
If he did, it looked like only one.
If both the hands or both the elbows touch the floor at the same time, they'll score it a Wazari. Let's have a look. No, one and then the other. So definitely no score.
And then even if the first one came close, that was the one that was being controlled by his opponent and not on the ground because he put it there to stop himself. I know it looked close, but it was the second one that was clearly meant to keep him off the ground, not the first.
This is a cautious fight, isn't it? They're both a little bit cautious of each other. Saying that, though, Nomanov is really going for that Uchimata. Whoa. Oh, now then. Well, again, just manages to turn out of it, Hyderov. Came in for an attack. Hyderov then got countered.
Yeah, I don't want to say came in for a half-hearted attack, but it didn't look full-blown, did it?
No, I think it was just off balance, actually. You know, just the power of Nomanov. Interesting that Nomanov is taking a left-handed stance and then switches it to right. Left at the moment.
Yeah.
And that is definitely not where Hyderov needs to be. Very nervous here. Hyderov just a bit reluctant of going in. He knows that the only 2 times he's gone in, he's nearly got thrown both times. Surely it's got to be a penalty soon. It's Hyderov not doing anything. They both get it. Shido up there on the board. We can see that little yellow dot there. One more up there and you're in trouble because it puts you under pressure. Because you know, one more mistake and you've lost it. Close. Oh! Diashibarai. And then directly into the Uchimata, and then it almost gets in trouble there, doesn't he, Nomanov? Well, a nice little judo match this. It's a little bit different. It's not all explosive, but what moves they are doing are very cleverly administered. And now Hyderov goes into work and now looking for the Sangaku turn. Needs to get the leg in though. Four minutes gone, and so it goes into a golden score. 4 minutes, the clock will tick upwards this time.
Golden score.
This is a very tactical match, isn't it, as far as the gripping is concerned here. Referee doing a good job, I think, here, just allowing it to carry on a little bit longer. That's the whole idea of it.
Now, for the first time, there's a hint of things opening up a little bit as the two fighters get that bit closer to each other.
I think that's where it's going to happen, actually, when they do come close to each other. This is where it's going to happen, I think. Are they going to take a chance? Nomanov now looking for... Now he's been turned right again. There's the right-handed stance. Oh! Now then, that wasn't far off, but I'm not so sure. Let's have a look at how it lands. Referee saying, without surprise there, that he wants to have a look at the screen. So he makes the television sign, and the referee supervisors will have a look. Have a look at the landing. Might get that. I think probably will get the Wazari for that. Even though the arm was underneath, it will still be counted, I think. Yes. Wazari scored. Wazari and Hyderov the gold medal. He knew it, and Nomanov, I've got to give him his credit there. He didn't falter there. He just accepted that and said, yeah, okay, that was a really close one, but credit to Hyderov. Do you know, he turned him right-handed there from left-handed.
And that's what made that possible.
It made it different, didn't it?
He was struggling up until then.
Yes.
To come in for any big attacks.
Yeah.
The only time they got close is when they were in so close that the right-left didn't really matter. That time, he could come up with a genuine throwing technique because, as you say, he turned him right-sided.
That was a really good tactical match by Hyderov. It really was excellent. Made him go right instead of left. When he was fighting him left, he was a real problem. That left Uchimata that he was using all the way through was a threat. But then look at that, big massive Koshiguruma, and over he goes.
The highlights of the final on the screen.
Slightly better angle for us, actually, that last one.
Yeah, another one of the rule changes that we've had is that if the arms even underneath a little bit there, but the whole of the side hits the floor, then it still counts. But I thought from a tactical point of view, I thought Hyderov played an absolutely great match, and I think he's been doing it all the way through the day, so absolutely faultless.
We come now to the awarding ceremony for women in the under 63 kilo category. And the medals are being presented by Sport Director of the International Judo Federation, Mr. Mike Tamura.
The medals will be presented by the Sport Director of the International Judo Federation, Mr. Mike Tamura.
The first of the bronze medals goes to Manon de Kata of France.
And representing Hungary, Özbaş Sofi.
There's a bronze medal also for Özbaş Sofi of Hungary. Silver medal goes to Gemma Howell of Great Britain. The gold medal goes to Horikawa Megumi of Japan.
Well, we said a couple of times, haven't we, they're out here for a reason in certain categories. Some of these Japanese women, certain weight categories that they're trying to get something sorted in. Horikawa will have a gold medal there. So she'll be able to say, well, Grand Slam tournament, gold medal. Doesn't always mean an awful lot there, does it? Back in Japan there, they win medals everywhere.
Sometimes even the Asian Games gold medal doesn't do it for you.
Well, sometimes you can be world champion and that doesn't go, that doesn't work for you. World number ones, world champions were left at home for the Olympics.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem.
And now the
of Japan.
national anthem of Japan.
Thank you very much. Film the picture with your piece of judo.
There is the winning quartet. De Kata and Özbaş were the bronze medal winners. It was Howell to take the silver, and Horikawa the gold medal.
Big smiles all around now. Gemma Howell, Great Britain, first time ever in a Grand Slam final. Fully deserved that silver medal.
Right, we come now to the next weight category on this evening's programme. That's the under 70 kilo category for women, and the first of the bronze medal matches features Marie-Yves Gahi of France. She's up against Ivor Coughlin of Australia. It'll be Gahi in the white judogi, Coughlin in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Ganbold Niamtsok of Mongolia.
Under 70 kilogram category.
Marie-Yves Gahi chasing an Olympic place already, having been so close in the last cycle, was world champion in the lead up to the games, and then lost out to her teammate Margot Pinot
To go to the Olympics.
To go to the Olympic Games. She won't want to miss this one.
You can tell, can't you, that as well, they come out and they go, well, I've got something to prove here. This lady here looked like that all the way through the day.
As you won't want to miss this one because it's in Paris.
Yeah, I mean, she lost to Van Dijk. I have to say that Van Dijk has looked absolutely amazing all the way to, through the day. Going to see her in the final from the Netherlands against Tanaka of Japan.
Yeah, sorry, she's looked the most dangerous, hasn't she?
Yes, without a doubt.
Van Dijk.
Yeah, looked faultless, actually. Gahi in the white then, here for France. France really doing a great job. 3 golds, a couple of bronzes already.
Never been in a Grand Slam final block, Coughlin. Made it here. And chance for a medal. I think she fought for a medal at the Masters one year.
Yeah, I think she did. And they're proud of her, really proud of her, because she's done so much for Australian judo.
Homegrown.
Yep, and everybody out there is shouting for her right at this very moment. Gave away an early Shido, that's never good. She knows she's got her work cut out here. That big right arm is what she's got to stop. Oh, now then. Does well to avoid it. Hips right the way under there for Gahi. Coughlin can't let the pace run away from her. She's been beaten to the attack every time so far. Just 1 minute gone. She did well there, Coughlin. She attacked out of danger. As soon as Gahi came over the top there with that big right arm there, she attacked out of danger. Well, you can see the gripping strategies there from that overhead view. Ah, she's in again. Massive Sianagi. Right the way underneath there. Coughlin gets second Shido. Catches the sleeve. Gets the action-reaction, then the hips go across. And Coughlin looking to drop underneath for the Seoinage as well, just not getting the chance to rotate. Really finding it difficult to rotate all the way around.
Yeah, I think Marie-Eve Gahi is making the difficulty of what Coughlin has got to face, making that difficulty look easy. You know, she's just not looked troubled, Gahi.
No, she's in command, and again the grips dictate that. Coughlin then, this is last chance. She'll have to go forwards. Another couple of good attacks here by Gahi, and it will be third penalty up and all over.
Nice gripping, good movement, changes it up, puts in some attacks. None of them have been, you know, massively threatening, but just enough to keep ahead and push Coughlin further and further back in the contest. And at the same time, making it difficult for her to attack, for Coughlin to attack.
She's made it impossible for her to attack, hasn't she? She's stopped the rotation every single time. Last time then, and Coughlin knows that. She's got to now grip and first in. If neither of them attack or neither of them grip up, then what happens is they both get a Shido. Can she get the leg out, tie up the top half here? She might just get that leg out. And there it is.
Just a little bit too far over on that side.
Yeah, she hasn't quite got the balance right. She's broken it, look, broken the hold down. Just 15 seconds left, 11 seconds left.
Yeah, the balance wasn't 100%. Managed to get the Osaikomi called, however, because she was just that bit too far over, she couldn't keep the hold on.
Well, it is a good performance from Coughlin, because she's fighting the former world champion and fighting her so well. Drifted away from her, she realises that, but first time in a final block.
Score.
She's still got chance, but is it going to happen? There's the big arm over the top. She could, and we've seen it before, you know, just get that little score that would steal the match. That would be against the run of play.
It's Gahi's ability to react very quickly to any movement that Coughlin makes, just making the gap too big and making a score highly unlikely.
Like I say, one more attack, I think it's going to be all over. Seoinage again, one more of those, and it's going to be, I think that's it. I think that's all over now. I think that Coughlin will get the third penalty, and so Gahi is going to win the bronze medal here for France, another medal for France.
If that had been a boxing match, you'd say that Gahi won that on points. But the other thing you could say is that she'd won that just by jabbing and moving and without actually landing a big, heavy blow on her opponent. Just did enough.
Just did enough there and did everything right and blocked her out.
And whenever Coughlin looked to land something, you know, didn't make contact, moved away. If you see what I mean, just managed it.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there when you say managed it. That was the closest we came, wasn't it, there? A big Birani by Coughlin just to avoid going on her back. Big hips across.
the highlights of this bronze medal contest on the screen.
A couple of big movements there, not quite getting Coquelin on her side or back.
Yes, there's a long way to go for Marie-Yves Gahius as well. Plenty of competition in France. Right, we come now to the second of the bronze medal contests in the under 70 kilo category. Michaela Polachas of Austria goes up against Kelly Peterson-Pollard of Great Britain. It will be Polachas in the white judogi, Peterson in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Lorenzo Bagnoli of Italy.
Welcome judoka. In white judogi, representing Austria, Tokyo Olympic Games silver and World Championships bronze medalist, Michaela Polachas. In blue judogi, representing Great Britain, 2 times France and bronze medalist, Kelly Peterson-Pollard.
Well, I wonder what frame of mind, what mood we're going to find Michaela Polachas in. Can at times be incredibly frustrating as far as knowing, or from our side anyway, knowing that she's got really good throwing skills and very, very physically powerful athlete, and then at times just not being able to produce.
World and Olympic medalist, but when you have to start again, don't you? And like you say, you've got to be as consistent as you possibly can be. Peterson-Pollard, nothing to lose. Absolutely, just needs to go all out here. Cross grip, left against right, so very awkward left grip from Polachas.
Very softly spoken, and yet I've seen her in the training room absolutely knocking out sets and reps. Really powerful athlete.
She just flicked to get that underneath the neck there. Is she in trouble here? Peterson-Pollard. That was across the face there. Tried the Ouchi there, nice little Tayatoshi there from Peterson-Pollard.
Low, right-sided, turned well. Just the top half a little bit. We're going to get, well, if that had been there, she'd have been over the leg, wouldn't she? But yeah, nice look at some footwork there. See if she can come up with another.
Well, again, we've got the left against right stance. Makes it awkward for the sleeve. They've got the sleeve, though. Yeah. Oh! Peterson-Pollard there with that Koshi-Garuma. That was super, wasn't it? Look. Oh, Surigoshi. Big arm over there onto the belt. Big, massive Surigoshi takes her over for a Wazari. The Olympic and world medalist. They had 2 minutes to get that back.
It's so far over that she committed that she almost rolled into an Osaikomi. Pollard is not able to take advantage of that. Wazari down, minute 20 odd left to go. Wants to get rid of that left arm around the waist.
Yeah, what she doesn't need to do now with 1 minute and 22 is to change the game here. Needs to push forwards.
Yvonne Burnish senses the danger.
Looks a little bit concerned there, doesn't she?
Well, she's had a look at the clock and she knows how quickly that can run away. And the other thing that is in Peterson-Pollard's advantage is that she's penalty-free. You don't want to rely on having to burn those, but that's part of the game. That's part of the tactic.
Yeah, so far she hasn't needed to. She needs to get her head up. She'll get it now.
She'll burn one.
Yeah, so one Shido's going to go on the board now for sure to Peterson-Pollard.
Where'd Jamie Johnson get that shirt, you think?
I'll have a word with him.
Yeah.
She needs to get away from the edge as well. So playing with the edge, playing with a second penalty here. Actually, it was Polaris that got her out of trouble there.
Yeah, by bringing her back in.
Yeah, she brought her back in and attacked.
Yeah. Well, she really has to go back to standing toe-to-toe and gripping here. Can't get the head down. Strong attack on the left side this time.
Needs to hold it off. And now,
that's it.
13 seconds left. Has she got the shimiwaza? She might have it. She might have it there. Just needs to keep it on. And the seconds ticking away. It's going to be a bronze medal for Great Britain. And there, what a fine performance there from Peterson-Pollard. The Olympic silver medalist looking just out of sorts. Wasn't her day.
Winner and bronze medalist for women under 70 kilogram category. In blue judo representing Great Britain, Kelly Peterson-Pollard.
Well, 2 medals then for the Brits, and that's a silver and a bronze. Good performance.
Relief for the coach.
Congratulations, third bronze medal in a Grand Slam. Kelly
It's amazing, really. Third bronze medal in a Grand Slam. And we were looking at Gemma Howell, her record. She's had 3 or 4.
No, it is.
Kelly Peterson-Pollard already.
And they're up there. There's
that.
quite a few of the British team up there. I think they had 5 fifth places at the Paris tournament as well, which is the hardest tournament in the world outside the Olympics and Worlds for sure. Massive Surigoshi there. Her arm was right the way over the back onto that belt there. That pulling action there. Hips right the way across. And look at her. She really enjoys the landing. Everything about it was good. The
Almost
Kazushi
into the Osaikomi.
Almost, wasn't it? I mean, I think if she'd not been taken by surprise with it all, she would have, I think, just held it for the 10 seconds.
And the thing was, she was pushing so hard that it was Polaris.
It overbalanced, didn't it? It did.
Yeah. Anyway, happy days for Kelly Peterson-Pollard. We come now to the final of the under 70 kilo category for women. Sanne van Dijk of the Netherlands goes up against Tanaka Shio of Japan. It'll be van Dijk in the white judogi, Tanaka in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Veli-Matti Karinkanta of Finland.
I don't think Sanne van Dijk is going to take any prisoners here. She's going to come out here, really take the fight to Tanaka. And, you know, normally you have the Japanese start as favourites. Not in this case, not for me anyway.
No.
But
I agree with you. Sanne van Dijk is favourite in this one.
In blue judogi, representing Japan, 2017 Tokyo Grand Slam bronze medalist, Tanaka Shio.
Tanaka was a silver medalist at the Abu Dhabi Grand Slam last year. Not the first time that she's been in the final. Lost count the number of times that Sanne van Dijken has been in the final.
I think she'll just she'll try and be really tough with the grips. Big right arm over the back here. Needs to get rid of that left arm there, that left straight arm. That was very weak, wasn't it? Tanaka there trying left Cianagi, but no hands whatsoever.
That was really odd. I'd lost count of the number of times that Sanne van Dijken had been in a Grand Slam final. How many times do you think?
5.
Twice.
There you go.
Perception.
Can you not count to 3 then?
No, perception is a really terrible thing on my part. Only twice has she made it to a final.
Well, this is a big chance here for sure, and on great form today.
Out of 15. That's 15 Grand Slams she's been involved in. Twice she's made it to the final.
That right arm over the back there, I think, is the absolute key for Van Dijk. Means that she'll be able to really take the hips across, get massive suri movement with that right hand. She's just got to go for it. Cianagi off the Sodi grip. Got corrected yesterday and said it earlier on in the day that Sodi Surakomigoshi is sleeve, lift, pull, and that's what it means. And when it drops down to the floor, it's based as a Cianagi attack, even if it's off the sleeve. It's just with a Sangaku, it's with a Sodi grip. Bit of a stalemate here. Oh, there it is. Just as I said that, I think she must have heard. Big Kosoto driving there. Just really went for it, didn't she? Just managed to turn onto her front there.
Yeah, Van Dijken would have liked to have had the hand at the back a bit higher up to control more of the upper part of the body. The lower down it is, the easier it is for your opponent to turn off. You start taking control at the top. That's a little better, and that traditionally is the place where you would put that hand for Tani Otoshi. She just had it a little bit too low down.
I said earlier that I think that is one of the key points here. She's the drop Cianagi is not quite there, but I think that change of direction there, or a massive suri movement there with that arm over or underneath. Either way. Oh, she's gone over. Oh, the Uchimata, she went on to that. Arm round the back, not over the top. And, well, Wazari. Good opportune stuff there from Tanaka. Let's have a look how she went underneath there. That was the mistake. Underneath, goes in for the hip movement there, and that Uchimata took her onto her side. Eight seconds left. She has a mountain to climb.
Well, whatever the plan was about the arm around the back, low down, didn't work out.
No, I mean, high over the top, it was dangerous.
Yeah,
It was causing all sorts of problems. But the second she switched that, didn't work. Tanaka then gets Japan's
And on the
third gold medal, I think.
on the two occasions when it really counted, when she could have scored, I think if she'd had the hand higher up, she didn't. And when she got scored against, she'd gone low down again, which gave Tanaka the opening. Have to rethink that plan.
I think so. I think she went off her game plan, and that's why it went wrong. But credit to Tanaka. Nice Uchimata, standing.
Yep.
She took advantage, and it was Van Dijk that paid the price. Beautiful Uchimata, not quite full rotation, not quite with the height that some Uchimatas get, but that support leg was nevertheless still quite central. As soon as there was the Kosoto, Tenio Tosh almost scored.
Of this final on the street.
Dropped down on both the knees, and almost, it wasn't far off, was it, the Ippon?
Good battle though.
No, it was a good battle. It went back and forth.
Especially
Excellent.
given the fact that when the two athletes were walking out, I mean, I'd have put money on Sanne van Dijk, to be honest, to take that one.
No, without a shadow of a doubt, I had her at the favourite.
We come now to the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 73 kilo category. The medals are being presented by the events director of the International Judo Federation, Dr. Lisa Allen.
The medals will be presented by the events director of the International Judo Federation, Dr. Lisa Allen. Bronze medalists are representing Israel.
The first of the bronze medals goes to Tohar Butbul of Israel. There's a bronze medal also for Zhansai Smagulov of Kazakhstan. They all want to shake Lisa's hand. She's not having it, is she? Silver medal goes to Obnikon Nomonov of Uzbekistan, but the gold medal goes to Hidayat Hidarov of Azerbaijan.
Prize money and the flowers will be presented by the ambassador of Kazakhstan to the state.
Well, the ponytail's gone now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the curly hair,
It
everything.
means business this time, and that was a fantastic technique. What a koshiguruma that was.
He also had a really short haircut at one stage when he had to do national service. He didn't like that at all.
Great performance from Hyderov, very tactical all the way through.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Azerbaijan.
And now the national anthem of Azerbaijan. pleased for Hidarov. He's come through, you know, some tough times, and to see him on top of the podium.
Difficult to bounce back, isn't it, sometimes? And he bounced back with a vengeance.
Butbul and Smagolov are up there as the bronze medal winners. Nomonov was impressive, getting to the final and then ended up with the silver, but it was Hidarov, the real smiler of the four. Look, he's the
yeah, he said, get your medal up.
Butbul decides to show some teeth.
Let's get this smiles on.
He's even telling Smagolov to smile. Yeah, happy guy, look. Smagolov wasn't having any of it. And yet, he was a bronze medal winner. He's off. Oh, Butbul wants one on his own.
He's off.
Yeah. All fun games. Neil, we've come to the last of the weight categories. That was quick.
It was. Under 81 kilos category. I have to say, probably the most explosive weight category today.
Pick of the day.
But here we go. We've got all the medal matches just about to happen.
And this is the one I think most of the crowd have been waiting for. The first of the bronze medal matches features Sami Chuchi of Belgium. He's up against Sagi Muki of Israel. It'll be Chuchi in the white, judogi Muki in blue. And the referee in the middle for this one is Vasily Smolin of Russia. And the only reason I'm laughing is because it's Chuchi versus Muki.
We've got to be careful how we commentate this.
You'll be all right.
I'm sure we will. It's going to be, well, if we can hear ourselves commentate, because poor Vasily Smolin out there in the middle, it's suddenly thinking, oh my God, I've got the whole crowd as well here.
Birthday boy as well today.
They like this, this man here. He's the one on form. He's had some great form over the last few tournaments.
Well, that's what you wait for, isn't it?
Yeah, everybody's on their feet here. Everybody wants to see Sagi Muki.
There's a roar, and then there's a level at which the roar goes over, you know, it goes...
Over the roar?
Over the peak.
Well, it's going to be an absolute cracker here. Both are going to go for Ippon, and I don't think that this is going to go time. So let's have a look at how it unfolds. Sami Chuchi is in white here. Sagi Muki is in blue. Well, how long did that take? It wasn't about, it's about right, isn't it, I guess, but very, very quick penalty there given.
Well, as I've heard you say so often, it's all about intent and intention. And if there was no intention to grip up, then he had no choice.
Then you can go faster, yeah.
Yeah, you can go faster, absolutely.
Well, they both of them look as if they're just having a little amble out there. Let's have a little amble, grip up, and then they'll go in like absolute lightning. Both of them very explosive. Muki can go from anywhere, we know that. But so can Chuchi there, because he comes in from different angles. And he's got a great Uchimata. He's got a great Osoto and Ouchi.
He's not 100% Muki. Slow to get to his feet there. Sure, he's feeling some kind of chest or rib pain. Just looked as though he winced when he went to ground there.
Yeah, I think he knew it had to come out here. They're all chanting his name here. I tell you, the good thing about them both being out there is that you could say, well, they must be shouting for me because it sounds the same.
Yep. I thought I'd just hang on for one more chant to make sure.
Yes,
But you're right.
Oh! Diashibarai. Oh! So catches the front leg there. I wasn't far off. Look how he catches the front leg. There's your Diashibarai.
Oh, Chuchi's gone out.
Yes, he did. 2 feet went out there. There's going to be another penalty up for Chuchi.
And Sagimuki, spotting that, was keen to keep him out.
He kind of knew, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh, he's gone out. I'll leave him there.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right, Neil, that those feet are not 100%. There's some slippery movements there. He was up, wasn't he, or not?
I'm not too sure there. It looked like from Newaza. Tell me the name of the throw.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was the good way to decide.
Yeah, that's the point, isn't
Nose
it?
down already. Okay.
It's not a name of a throw.
Yeah.
Name the throw.
No was-a involved in that.
No, and if it's going to be any kind of hand movement, it needs to happen
above
the mat.
Yeah, and he was already down. Yeah. Mookie doesn't want this to go much longer. He hasn't looked 100% fit all day, and I just have the feeling that he's carrying some kind of injury that's slowing him down. I know there's some tape on the shoulder and everything, but it looks more like something in the pectoral area or ribs.
I think you're right, though. I think you're just actually they're not at full fitness yet, this Israeli team. That right arm there
that's blocking.
is in against the hip. So, that's a Shido for Mookie, for me. This is the time to come out here and really pile the pressure on for Chuchi, I think.
That was all right. It was Mookie who was moving away from the technique that made Chuchi look a bit, make it look like a failed, well, it was a failed attack, but not a false one.
Lost a bit of the sting now, hasn't it? It is all to do with the digging now. The longer this goes, the more it will go for Chuchi, I tell you now. This isn't over yet. He just slammed, he broke that grip off there, Mookie. And that's what Chuchi was saying there. He said he just broke that grip off and separated. Into golden score.
This crowd will erupt if Mookie takes this. Going to try and work him over on the ground now, Sami Chuchi.
Like I say, from a tactical point of view now, if Chuchi absolutely piles on the pressure, Mookie won't like it, and it doesn't suit him at the moment. Saying that, you've got to always be careful going forwards because he'll rotate on something.
Isn't that what happened with Frank de Witt?
Yeah, it's exactly what happened to Frank de Witt. Anybody with a big punch, you walk in on it, and here we go. Mookie! Oh! It's all over. Chuchi there just waited his time, and in golden score. Was it Yoko Otoshi? It was a great match, really was. Now listen to the crowd. Appreciative.
Best crowd, Neil.
Absolutely amazing crowd, and they took that well.
I mean, that's their hero going down. They're on their feet, they're cheering, and then it's not just cheers for Sagimuki, it's cheers also.
They absolutely love
respect,
this, don't they? Look at that. What a respect that is.
And even Sammy Chuchi recognises it.
Yeah, no, he knows.
Yeah.
You get hold of Muki and you know that you've got a chance of going over left, right. But this man here, he's on fire at the moment. He really is. Brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant.
And they're all out wanting to shake, just touch the hands of Sammy Chuchi, who's won
against their man.
You know, I've been to some places where you get whistles and jeers and, you know, catcalling as the winner's walking out. Not here. Every time there's real respect for whomsoever is the winner, even if they've beaten one of the home fighters.
And that's exactly what just happened there. Look at that. Hopefully you got another look at that there, just looking away. Look at the change of direction there. Yoko Otoshi there just takes it over. That was absolutely classical.
Cedric Taymans, the coach for Belgium. Thumbs up, yeah, job done. Easy for him to say. He didn't have to hammer it out with Sagimuki.
Great change of direction there, just takes him over flat onto his back. Look at the head ducking through. Hands working together, pulling action on the sleeve, and then the Suruti hand directing his opponent onto his back. Wow.
And that was only one of the bronze medal matches.
That's what I say. This absolutely unbelievable category it's been.
Right. We haven't even come to the final yet. Right, we come to the second of the bronze medal matches. Francois Gauthier Drapeau of Canada is going to go up against Shamil Borshashvili as we have one last look at the pair of them. Not sure what Sammy was saying to Sagimuki there, but commiserations, I suppose. Right, Gauthier Drapeau in the white judogi, Borshashvili in blue, the referee in the middle, but this one is John Ramekers of the Netherlands as we catch our breath.
Gauthier Drapeau, I'm really impressed with him. He's really coming through. I think he's going to establish himself as a real main threat in the under 81 kilos category. But he's up against the Olympic bronze medalist here, Borshashvili, and Borshashvili, here's Drapeau.
Please welcome Judo Kata. In white judogi representing Canada, 2021 Baku bronze medal.
And here's Borshashvili. Borshashvili, a real handful, I can tell you.
In blue judogi representing Austria, Tokyo Olympic Games bronze.
He'll just grind this one out. Well, both of them are those kind of athletes. They'll come out here to grind it out. Well, we know where the microphones are now. That big stamp down there, it just echoed around this stadium.
Who's still on our microphone then?
Borshashvili there, ducking underneath there, off the sleeve, straight away. I think he must have microphones on his feet. Sounds there.
Trying to find a way past.
Yeah, he's going to try and get over there.
Not happening. Ramekers, the referee, gave them enough time to try and work something out, but it wasn't happening.
Bonish will want to walk away with a medal today, won't she? The coach.
Got a few medals in her time here. Well, she was in Israel, didn't she?
Oh yeah, I mean, did a great job here, and now doing a great job. 2 medals at the Olympics from Austria.
Slightly better position to work from for Borshashvili. He's just made that a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, looking for the double lapel there, wasn't he, to try the Osai Komi.
But I think that, you know, the minute you leave a gap and try to push, okay, if you get it, you're too far away. I can't see how that one's going to work. Sorry.
First Shido up there on the board there to Gautier Drapeau.
Almost turned him.
Yeah, I tried with the Yoko Satemi there, off to the side.
As far as the audience are concerned in the stadium, that was the final, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they're judoka, aren't they? So they're going to wait here. They know that this is
there's more to come.
Yeah, this is one charged category, and looking for that turnover. Can he get it there? That's not far off there. Oh, there it is.
Oh.
There it is. Osai Komi called. Look at that. Absolutely how it's going to turn out. Just a few seconds there on the board. He needed 10 for a score.
Just that little bit too high up. Had to have some of that shoulder with just the top going to roll off. Borshashvili has impressed me with two things here. First of all, you talk about intent, and he intends completely to work on the ground. And it's not by accident. He's really keen to do that. And then the groundwork itself has been pretty good.
Well, it's the follow-through, isn't it? It's the follow-through and the intent, you know, to score, and he's going for something. He's not wasting time down there.
Because he's got nice throwing skills. We haven't seen them as yet. But for the most part, we're already, you know, we've got a minute and 20 odd seconds left to go. For the most part, he's had to look to Newaza to get anything going. Because briefly, he had his man briefly in Osai Komi. He may get another shot.
Yeah, it's a tough whole match, this, isn't it? They're just, well, they're the same kind of athlete, really. They're the same kind of judoka. They have to work hard to achieve, to create space. Here's the turnover again here. He's looking for it.
Not the best position.
No, he's looking to control the head and to lever the head over, but it wasn't quite happening.
Wearing him down though, Borshashvili. Gautier Drapeau has got his hands full here. Half a minute left to go. Just managed to step off that. A little bit too far away, but again, Borshashvili just shading it for me. And now he picks up the second penalty.
Yeah, that second penalty is going to be just before they go into the extra time. That came from nowhere, didn't it? Just some change of direction. Always a tough category, the under 81 kilos category, always well contested. You could probably say there's more with the possibility of winning world Olympic medals in under 81 kilos. So a lot of fighters at the very top end of the level.
Yeah, I can't think of another weight category that has had a greater number of champions.
I know, it's always the way, isn't it? I mean, there's more middleweights than there are any other weight category.
You get, you very rarely get someone who's going to do 2, 3, 4 world champions become. It doesn't happen. You get your one shot. Who's come back for a second world championship gold medal?
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
I could go back for quite a few years now. Oh! Any control in there, or did he just fall on his back?
I think that was more Boshashvili going down on his back.
For the Sutemi was up. Yeah.
Look at this, looking for this
Again.
turnover all the time. Well, their forearms must be blown at this stage because they're fighting really, really hard, these guys.
Better grip now from the Canadian.
Oh, he's going to land in it, is he?
Almost,
Oh, he almost did. Now, this is where it's very dangerous because Boshashvili is inside the area.
Yeah,
now he's going to do the turnover.
One.
The amount of energy that he is having to put into going into the turnover, and then, of course, for Gotio Drapu, it's hard work. It really is. Avoiding all those groundwork situations.
Well, we had that nosebleed in a previous contest. Just quickly, I don't want to embarrass myself here, but see how many of those under 81 kilo category world champions we can remember. Well, we've got two here. The Sagimuki had won the world championships at 81. Matthias Kassa is the current world champion. We spoke earlier about Syed Molai. Nagase had won the world championship, so there's a few already.
Yeah, it seems to change hands, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Here we go. Start again. Is there going to be a big attack straight away? One more mistake here. Dropio will concede another Shido and it will be all over. Well, he can only afford one more. That's it. Well, he can't afford one more. That's the point. Was that really an attack there from Boshashvili?
Hassan Kalmuzayev, Russian.
So this time Boshashvili gets a second Shido, so one more mistake from either one. Here we go, something's going to happen here.
He really has looked much more threatening on the ground, or it could be that he's just had more opportunities on the ground. He's not going to go anywhere here.
That hand wrap with the belt there, it's something they threatened to take out because, when you twist somebody over, you turn somebody over, you get your own wrist caught.
Yeah,
you can never understand it.
A simple grab is one thing, the hands going in and then twisting.
Once you've actually turned them over, it gets twisted up. Working his way ahead here now, Boshashvili. It's been just ahead actually all the time, and this has always been the danger here for the Newaza.
He didn't like the grip.
He was inside, he said he was inside the leg.
Well, leave that up to the referee to determine, I think.
You jump all over anything, won't you? Just you're thinking in your own head, let's get home. Let's get into that shower. That's got to be almost it, surely. Last time here.
Big effort now from Boshashvili.
Yeah, it's got to be it. Gautier Drapu hasn't been able to attack.
Yeah.
He's about 4 attacks behind.
He hasn't got any enough
No,
energy
he hasn't
to
got
turn
enough
him.
strength. Here we go, last
Yeah,
attack.
this is it. Yeah.
If this is Boshishvili that goes in here, it's going to be all over. Well, wouldn't that be a turn up for the books if he gets that leg out? I don't think it's going to happen.
He hasn't got the strength.
No, it's not going to happen. But would have been a surprise.
Sasha Mehmedovic just barking out a few instructions in the hope that he can get through to his man, Gautier Drapeau.
Oh, he's landed in. Has he? Oh, I thought he'd landed in the hole down there.
He's not far off it.
No, he wasn't far off. Still got the leg trapped.
Still hasn't got the strength to free the leg, and that wasn't a bad position. It was a bad position for Boshishvili.
Ochigari! Oh, now then!
Oh, he's got him!
Well, I'm not so sure about the hip on there, but we'll have a look at that, at the landing.
I'm okay with the score.
Oh, definite score.
I haven't thought about what it was. I just know that he's got him.
Well, he stole that, didn't he?
He
My goodness.
really did. That was incredible. It was so close to going out on Shido's, and then he comes up with a score.
He really was. Said that he's going to be major one for the future, but to steal that against a class opponent as well. And it really was digging in deep, wasn't it? One of those. Ochigari, first of all, started it off. Have a look at the landing here. I think most of it, most of the back touches, doesn't it? Most of the back does touch. He was right on it there.
Yeah, largely on his back.
I think we'll see it.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. And he turns off very quickly, but...
Yeah, it doesn't matter how fast you turn, does it? You'd like to think it does. Let's have a look at the landing. This is his sight. So most of the back touches give to the opponent. So good decision there.
Well done, John Ramekers, and well done to Francois Gautier Drapeau, who takes the second of the bronze medals in the under 81 kilo category. We've got one more contest to bring you. It's the gold medal match between Matthias Kasa of Belgium. He goes up against Vedat Al-Bayrak of Turkey. It'll be Kasa in the white judogi, Al-Bayrak in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Everardo Garcia of Mexico.
That's interesting, isn't it? They haven't fought each other, these two. So a little bit of a clash of styles, but Al-Bayrak, I'm really always impressed with him. I mean, he just is so dangerous. Steals contests, but he's up against one of the top fighters in the category for sure, the world champion, world number one. Well, world number two at the moment. I think his world ranking has dropped one. World number two. Who is the world number one? Just for a matter of interest, who's taken over as world number one?
The current world number one is Tato Grigalashvili of Georgia.
There we go. Well, they've had some royal battles, those two, and these two are going to have a royal battle here in this final. Matthias Kass not on the best form today, just ground his way through to the final here, up against Albayrak here of Turkey.
Grigolashvili picked up points in Paris, taking a silver medal at the Grand Slam.
Well, we just found out, haven't we, that they have in fact fought, but not on the World Tour, and Albayrak was the winner on both occasions, but very different casts now, that's for sure, since he's won the World Championships and certainly come through as one of the very best. But here he is, he's very tactically aware, Cass. Be a little bit careful of that. That was just falling on the back there. Nobody was thinking, but it wasn't going to happen there. Albayrak just kills it dead.
Didn't they fight in Agadir in Morocco one year, I think? Anyway, my memory's going.
As I said, it's a very different cast, though. Obviously this one here now is the current world champion. Trying to snap that grip off there, Albayrak. Doesn't like it. The lapel hand of Cass. So again, the gripping strategies here just being given time to work themselves out, and they'll get a Shido apiece, I think. So a Shido penalty apiece, and it's basically saying, let's have a little bit more action, guys. Take a chance or two.
Nice and upright, isn't he? Cass likes to be. Albayrak just trying to draw him into a different type of contest.
It is different, isn't it? And oh, look at that! Oh, that wasn't goal. Sumigage there, and it was close. Look at the Sasai start to it. Yeah, just to set it up, and then goes in for the Sumigage there. And he just manages to keep his backside and his back off the floor. Remember, it's the landing that's not necessarily the throw, but definitely the landing.
That was quite skillful.
Yeah, it was.
Albayrak.
Sasai again.
Now
coming on to
trouble
the arm.
him here. Oh, let it slip. See the direction that Albayrak wants to move in.
Albayrak is cautious, isn't he? He can feel it out there. You look at the urgency there. He thinks, no, I don't want any of that. Oh, nice seeing Aggie. Oof. Right the way in there. Got a massive reaction from Cass. So he has the sleeve down now. He's got to do something with it. Albayrak. Trying to pull that shoulder in there, and Cass saying no. Just keeps pulling the shoulder back. 11 seconds left. First 4 minutes. Thing is about these kind of matches here, it's one mistake, isn't it? Just one mistake made, and the other one's right on it.
Well, that is going to be true now, because the first one to score will win. So single error or a piece of real skill by one or the other is going to do it.
It will be, won't it? Just a small little twitch to the left or right to turn a bad technique or a technique. Look at this now, something's going to happen. Ooh, took a chance.
Yeah.
Well, Albarak is really strong with that as well, I can tell you now.
Kata isn't finished yet.
No, it's not finished. Oh, it's looking for the Sangaku. Didn't quite have the arm there.
Yeah.
That was a wasted opportunity. Crowd appreciating that little exchange.
He's also looking for his third gold medal. He won the Grand Slam in Abu Dhabi, then we were in Portugal earlier in the year in Almada, gold medal there. Looking to follow it up now with another.
You're talking about Cass?
Cass,
yeah.
Third tour gold medal.
Thinking that world ranking might change. Tries the Yoko Tomai. Coach is very involved. Of course, they're all former champions themselves, and every one of them knows the judo inside out.
It wasn't that long ago that Sinan Sandal was on the mat himself.
No, it wasn't. Well, we did the commentary for him. Arm over, looking for the Ouchi that time. That was a good change. Good change of direction there. Unusual grip. Wasn't so far off. Chest judo this, it really is. Just depends on who makes a mistake. That wasn't far off. Now looking for that arm.
He's out of there.
He didn't want to know there, did he, Albarak?
He's gone.
Little scramble. Was it last week that we saw that a big scramble outside of the area?
That was Korean.
I hadn't seen that for, it must be 25 years.
The
Brilliant.
Korean scramble.
You get penalised, of course, immediately that you do that. You can't do it. Something's going to happen here. There's something building up, and I can see that somebody's going to take a little bit of a chance here. Cross grip, but things happening off it. Albarak felt that he had to go in, and at least he managed to break the balance of Cass. Starting to breathe now. They're coming up to 3 minutes into golden score.
Great battle this.
Good battle to finish with. Second day of competition.
There are only two people not enjoying this.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I think it's great.
Kata and Albarak can't wait for this to finish. Breathing so heavily, the pair of them.
Oh, Uchimata! Now then, I think that landed on the side. It wasn't 90 degrees, so it won't count as a score. And they both knew it. They both knew it, which was fair dues, but it was a nice attack there from Albarak.
Closest that anyone has come to scoring.
Now then, if that doesn't encourage people to pull more on the arm.
Oh. almost.
Wow, isn't he dangerous when he does that? He just drops underneath that arm there, Albarak. And he can do pickups forwards and back. Oh, it's a... Oh, he's on the arm, he's got it. Juji Gatami. Oh, what a great bit there. Well, very, very clever, wasn't it? He did the Tomonagi, fell onto the arm, and that was, if anybody's watching here wants to know how you do Tomonagi into Juji Gatami, you do Tomonagi and then you do Juji Gatami, and that's exactly what he did there. He didn't do the Juji as a result of just doing a false Tomonagi.
He attempted Tomonagi first.
Oh no, absolutely broke the balance first of all, but he was so fast onto the arm.
What a terrific contest that was. I really enjoyed watching that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner.
Big respect. Like I said, a very different Matthias Kass, the one that had previously fought Albarak.
3 in a row now. 3 gold medal wins for Matthias Kass on the last 3 outings.
And I think that that's going to change the number one. He'll go back to world number one, I'm almost sure. It'd be good to chalk up the points, have a little look, see.
This is third gold medal in a Grand Slam for world champion and Tokyo Olympic Games bronze medalist Matthias Kass, Belgium.
Wow.
Representing Turkey,
great switch, wasn't it? Just to get into the Juji. Went one way, then went the other. Talk about change of direction here for the Juji.
Neil, the end celebration reminds me of someone here.
Yeah, kind of. Well, I know how he feels. There's the Tomonagi. Didn't go for the Juji immediately, but he was onto the arm after that.
Look at this. not quite, but close.
Yeah, I can go along with that. Tomonagi. Then he thinks, then I've got the arm, now I'm going to go on to the arms. It was a separate movement. Gets the submission there. Albarak could do nothing about it.
Nice execution, wasn't it?
Beautifully executed. Just took it, didn't he? And, well, that's why he's world number one. That's why he's the current world champion.
I like looking at the handwork, positioning, everything.
Just how cool, calm and collected was he all the way
all
through
the way,
that.
the whole day. Whole day.
Not the best day, you know, but he went to work, and sometimes you have to do a job of work.
He stuck to his plan.
Yeah, his job was to win the gold medal today.
We come to the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 70 kilo category. The medals are being presented by the head refereeing director of the International Judo Federation, Mr. Florin Daniel Lascal.
The medals will be presented by the head referee director of the International Judo Federation, Mr. Florin Daniel Lascal.
The first of the bronze medals goes to Kelly Peterson-Pollard of Great Britain.
And representing France, Marie-Eve.
There's a bronze medal also for Marie-Eve Gahi of France.
Silver medalist representing Netherlands.
Silver medal goes to Sanne van Dijken of the Netherlands.
And gold medalist
But the gold medal goes to Tanaka Shio of Japan.
Prize money and the flowers will be presented by the ambassador of Japan to the state of Israel, His Excellency Mr. Koichi Mitsushima.
Beautiful Uchimata just gets the score. Sanne van Dijken made a mistake, I think. She really did. Arm over the top, it was all working, wasn't it? Arm went underneath, and that was what this lady here was looking for.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Japan.
And now the national anthem of Japan.
Thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimashita. Family picture with peace and joy.
Peterson Pollard and Gahi were the bronze medal winners. It was a smiling Sanne van Dijken who took the silver. Tanaka of Japan for the gold medal. Good to see Sanne van Dijken smiling, because she would have been disappointed.
It's a smiling Peterson Pollard as well. They're all smiling.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at that. They're all pleased. They can be friends now for a couple of minutes.
Now you come in as #1 seed. You definitely want to be on the podium. Managed to get to the final, but lost out in the final. Peterson Pollard, well, she wasn't one of the top-seeded players, one of the top 8. Let's have a look at some highlights, and then we'll come back with the last of the awarding ceremonies.
Once again, you can see the highlights of today's final block on the screen.
לפני הטקס האחרון, אני יכול לצפות שוב ברגעי השיא המסע. אנא יישארו לטקס האחרון.
We come now to the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 81 kilo category. The medals are being presented by the head refereeing director of the International Judo Federation, Mr. Armen Bagdasarov.
The medals will be presented by the head refereeing director of the International Judo Federation, Mr. Armen Bagdasarov. Bronze medalist
The first of the bronze medals goes to Francois Gauthier-Drapeau of Canada. There's a bronze medal also for Sami Chuchi of Belgium, an extra special chair for him as well from the crowd.
Amazing.
Silver medal goes to Vedat Albayrak of Turkey. The gold medal goes to Matthias Kata of Belgium.
prize money and the flowers will be presented by the head of the Tel Aviv
Very clever today, tactically very astute, very aware. That Tomanagi there led into an Iwaza exchange, ending with Jujigatami. Great transition there. Albarak could do nothing about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Belgium.
And now the national anthem of Belgium.
Thank you very much. Family picture with the Vietnamese and Judo.
That's the winning quartet in the under 81 kilo category. The last of the categories we've got for you today. Gautier, Drapeau and Chuchi were the bronze medal winners. Albayrak took the silver, but it was Kata who took the gold. Here's Neil.
How great. See two great Belgian fighters up there. Big arm round his compatriot. Was a great performance from them. Great performance in the under 81 kilos category. What a category that was. And what a second day of competition we've seen here in Tel Aviv. Medals now then. France still in the lead there with the 3 gold medals, 3 bronze medals and a 5th place. Japan now have moved up to 2nd place with 2 golds, a silver, and Azerbaijan a gold and a silver. Then comes Israel with a gold, 2 bronze medals. Belgium now have got a gold. Also the Ukraine have got a gold. Kazakhstan come next with a silver, 2 bronzes. Italy with a silver and a bronze, and also Great Britain with a silver and a bronze. And then of course we've got the Netherlands and Uzbekistan, Georgia and Turkey, all with bronze, 2nd places. So brilliant performances. Mongolia are in there. They've got 3 bronzes. Hungary 2 bronzes. Canada with 1. Spain with 1 as well. And so more medals given out today. Some great performances. We've thoroughly enjoyed ourselves in the middleweights here. 4 categories, 4 incredible categories, and some great judo. We've still got 5 categories to come tomorrow. So until then, from Sheldon and I, it's goodbye for now, and we'll see you at the same time tomorrow.